Massive story. I want to take a moment to speak directly to you, the person watching this video right now. If you are a true Kaizer Chiefs supporter, if you bleed black and gold, if you wake up every morning thinking about Amakosi, then this channel is your home. We cover every single development at Naturena, every rumor, every confirmed story, every twist and every turn, and we do it better than anyone else. So if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, please do it right now. Just look down and hit that subscribe button. It costs you nothing, but it means everything to us, and it keeps you connected to the most important Chiefs news every single day. And while you are at it, smash that like button for us as well. It tells us that you want more of this content, it helps us grow, and it helps us keep bringing you the stories that matter most. We have built a community here of passionate, informed, die-hard Chiefs supporters just like you, and we want you to be part of it. Every like, every subscription, every comment pushes us to work harder and dig deeper for you. So please, do not just watch and scroll away. Be part of this. Subscribe, like the video, drop a comment down below telling us what you think about this story we are about to discuss, because this one right here is something else entirely. This is the kind of story that shakes South African football to its foundations. This is the kind of story that Chiefs supporters have been waiting years to hear. Are you ready? Because here it comes. PITSO Mosimane has done it again. The man they call Jingles, one of the greatest and most celebrated football coaches this continent has ever produced, has sent shockwaves through the South African football community with a statement that nobody saw coming, and yet somehow everybody was hoping for. In a moment that has the entire country buzzing, Mosimane has opened up about his connection to Kaizer Chiefs in a way that makes it very clear that a move to Naturena is not just possible, it may be inevitable. Let us set the scene properly, because context is everything here. PITSO Mosimane has been without a coaching job since he left Iranian side Istiklal FC back in January of last year. That is over a year of one of the most decorated coaches in African football history sitting on the sidelines, watching from the outside and waiting for the right opportunity. During that time, his name has been linked to almost every major vacancy on the continent. The Ghana Black Stars came calling. Al Ahly in Egypt were reportedly interested. There were whispers about a return to Mamelodi Sundowns, his former club where he built a dynasty. And through all of it, Mosimane remained composed, calculated, and patient. He's been working with young players through his football schools, staying sharp, staying connected to the game. But the Kaizer Chiefs link has never gone away. If anything, it has grown stronger with every passing week. And then came the moment that has everybody talking. Mosimane appeared at an event honoring the legendary Dr. Khumalo, and what he said there sent shockwaves through Soweto and beyond. The man looked the cameras straight in the eye and said words that no Chiefs supporter will forget in a hurry. He spoke about belonging, he spoke about family, and he spoke about Kaizer Chiefs in a way that was deeply personal, not just professional. I am part of the Kaizer Chiefs family because of my son, Mosimane declared. His son, Riatlekile, is part of the Chiefs' youth structures, and for a man like PITSO Mosimane, family is everything. That connection to Amakosi is not just about a job offer or a contract negotiation. It runs deeper than that. It runs through blood, through community, through the very fabric of where this man comes from. He spoke about growing up in the township, about how football saved him and so many others like him from difficult circumstances, about how the footballing world in South Africa is one big, interconnected family. He mentioned Dr. Khumalo's father, he mentioned his own uncles who played for both Pirates and Chiefs, and he painted a picture of a man who sees Kaizer Chiefs not as a rival institution, not as just another job opportunity, but as part of his own story. When a coach of PITSO Mosimane's stature says something like that publicly, you have to stop and pay very close attention, because men like Mosimane do not speak carelessly. Every word is deliberate, every statement carries meaning, and what he said about being part of the Chiefs family is as close to a public declaration of interest as you are ever going to get from a man of his caliber. But it does not stop there. Sources close to the situation have revealed that Mosimane has been in private conversations with the Chiefs hierarchy, including Bobby Motang and Jessica Motang. And the subject of those conversations? Getting Kaizer Chiefs back to where they belong, at the very top of African football. Mosimane himself confirmed the nature of these discussions when he said, "We want Kaizer Chiefs back." He spoke about the club's history in CAF competition, their previous finals against his Al Ahly side, and he made it clear that he sees enormous potential in the Amakosi project. With Chiefs now back in CAF competition, the timing could not be more perfect for a coach who has won the CAF Champions League 3 times and built Al Ahly into the most dominant club on the continent. Now let us talk about what is happening at Chiefs right now, because the situation at Naturena has created the perfect conditions for a Mosimane arrival. Co-coaches Cedric Kaze and Khalil Ben Youssef have been under enormous pressure for months. The season started with promise, but has been derailed by inconsistency, tactical confusion, and some very painful results. Chiefs were knocked out of the Nedbank Cup in the first round. They failed to progress from the CAF Confederation Cup group stages. The title race looked promising for a brief period, but has since slipped away. The supporters are frustrated. The legends are speaking out. Former players and pundits across the country are calling for change. And the name on everybody's lips is always the same: PITSO Mosimane. Former Chiefs midfielder Thabiso Malatsi, known to supporters as Scarpi, summed up what many are feeling when he pointed to Mosimane as a possible solution. He acknowledged that bringing PITSO in would not be a simple transaction. Mosimane is not a man who walks into a club and works with what he finds. He is a builder, he is a transformer. He comes with his own philosophy, his own backroom team, his own standards, and those standards are uncompromising. He would demand a complete overhaul if necessary, but that is exactly the kind of bold, decisive energy that Kaizer Chiefs need right now. The days of half measures and hoping things will sort themselves out are over. This club needs a leader, a winner, a man who has stood in CAF finals and come out on top. And PITSO Mosimane is that man. Think about what Mosimane brings to the table: 5 league titles with Mamelodi Sundowns, a CAF Champions League with Sundowns, 3 CAF Champions League titles with Al Ahly, making him the most successful coach in the history of that competition. International experience with Bafana Bafana, stints in South Africa, North Africa, and the Middle East. A deep understanding of what it takes to win in African football with all its unique pressures, travel demands, and mental challenges. A man who has taken ordinary players and turned them into continental stars. A man who has built systems that outlasted his own tenure. The foundation he laid at Mamelodi Sundowns is still bearing fruit years after he left. Imagine what a mind like that could do at Kaizer Chiefs, a club with millions of passionate supporters, a rich history, and a hunger that has been building for over a decade without a league title. What makes this story even more compelling is the timing. Mosimane himself has acknowledged that the Chiefs link is real and that he is very much aware of the interest. When asked about his future recently, he made it clear that he wants to be active, that he wants a proper project, not a short-term fix. He spoke about needing the right environment, the right commitment, the right ambition from a club. And everything he has said about Kaizer Chiefs points to a man who believes that Amakosi can offer him exactly that. The project is real, the ambition is there, the supporters are there in their millions. And now, with CAF football returning to Naturena, the platform for Mosimane to make history with Chiefs is finally in place. Now, nothing is official yet. There is no signed contract. There is no announcement from either side confirming a deal. But what we have seen and heard in recent days goes far beyond vague speculation and distant rumors. This is a man who publicly calls himself part of the Kaizer Chiefs family. This is a man who has been in private conversations with the club's leadership about the future. This is a man who is available, motivated, and looking for the right challenge. And this is a club that is clearly in need of exactly what PITSO Mosimane offers.
Thank you.
The pieces are all on the board. It would take extraordinary circumstances for this move not to happen. The Amakosi supporters have waited so long for a moment like this. They have watched rivals build dynasties. They have endured season after season of hurt and disappointment. They deserve a coach who can reignite the fire at Natsurena, who can walk into that dressing room and command instant respect, who can put Kaizer Chiefs back on the continental map where they belong. PITSO Mosimane is ready.